90-Day Fiancés Sarper and Shekina finally reveal if they're getting divorced amid tell-all drama. 90-Day Fiancé couple Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven responded to divorce rumors after revealing marriage problems at the tell-all. Sarper and Shekina's journey began during The Other Way Season 5 with the Turkish man revealing his bad boy past. Sarper shed his old ways for Shekina as he moved to the US in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. The couple ended up getting married on a bed. At 90-Day Fiancé_Alexa shared a clip from Shekina and Sarper being interviewed for the Sarah Fraser show where they were asked to address their divorce rumors. "We're happy. We try to be happy," Sarper replied. He added that while getting married is a difficult thing, they're still trying their best. Sarper mentioned how they have problems and a lot of ups and downs, but they still love each other. Shekina spoke about how neither of them actually wanted to get married. Sarper had been married before, and they thought they could live forever happy together without having that commitment. However, they had to marry because of the K-1 visa. Shekina admitted that it was something that scared both of them, and they had a betting since it was the least scary place for them. What Shekina saying they never wanted to get married means. Shekina and Sarper previously spoke about how they never wanted to get married during their debut season. They didn't think they needed some kind of documentation to prove their love and commitment to each other. Still, Shekina kept flying back and forth from Los Angeles to Istanbul to be with Sarper, and it was getting hectic. It was an expensive affair for Sarper as he struggled to book female clients. Shekina didn't trust him around other women, but she also wanted him to pay for her flights and expenses in Turkey. Eventually, they thought it was best for Sarper to relocate to America. He developed cold feet one too many times and almost gave up. Sarper didn't like being dependent on Shekina. He craved independence, but it looks like he's finally standing on his feet as he stars in stand-up shows and conducts fitness workshops. Shekina and Sarper have always had arguments on 90-Day Fiancé and almost broke up. Sarper has yet to discuss what the problems in their marriage are. Our take on Sarper and Shekina possibly still having marriage problems. It appears that Sarper and Shekina will appear in 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 3 next. They are dealing with issues that are worse than the ones that 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After couples have. There might be something that still holds them together as they navigate life together after 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. Hopefully, therapy helps them figure that out. 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 Mid-Season Predictions. Season 9 is in full swing, with the season being nearly halfway over. The 8 couples featured on this season are all at different stages of their respective love stories. While some couples have grown closer together, others have been growing further apart. With the season being about halfway over, there are several predictions on how things will turn out for some of the couples. While the future looks bright for some of the Season 9 cast, things aren't looking good for everyone. Kara Royer and Guillermo Royer will likely break up by the end of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9. Kara Royer and Guillermo Royer have been one of the rockier couples on Season 9. While they were once smitten with one another, things changed after their son Nico was born. Kara felt that Guillermo wasn't putting the time and energy into their relationship that she desired. On his part, Guillermo felt that this was simply due to being tired from working. As time continued, Guillermo began to have concerns about Kara potentially cheating on him. He felt that Kara was going out more than usual, which concerned him. Eventually, Guillermo's suspicions came to a peak when Kara hid her phone from him. This caused Guillermo to temporarily move out, which caused further strain on his marriage with Kara. Recently on Season 9, Kara and Guillermo tried to solve their relationship problems on a romantic getaway. While things went okay for a while, after talking, Kara admitted that she no longer felt Guillermo was her person. While they didn't officially break up, it seems like things are heading in that direction. Unfortunately, it seems probable that Kara and Guillermo will not be together by the end of Season 9. Jasmine Pineda may discover her feelings for Matt Branasterianu before the end of Season 9. Jasmine Pineda and Matt Branasterianu have another complicated relationship on Season 9. While Jasmine is still legally married to Gino Palazzolo, their relationship has come to an abrupt end. Jasmine is currently living with Matt, who was the third person involved in her open marriage with Gino. Jasmine originally met Matt at the gym, where they became friends. While Matt was only supposed to be a casual friend to Jasmine, their relationship began to grow when she moved in with him after Gino kicked her out of the house. Matt has since admitted that he has romantic feelings for Jasmine and wants to be more than friends. However, Jasmine is still stuck on her complicated marriage with Gino. Recently, Matt took Jasmine on their first official date. He convinced her to take her wedding ring off and asked her to move with him to Florida. While Jasmine is still on the fence, her feelings toward Matt seem to be growing. It's very possible that Jasmine will fall in love with Matt by the end of season 9, deciding to leave Gino for good. Elizabeth Castrovet and Loren Brovarnik's friendship could end by the end of season 9. Elizabeth Castrovet and Loren Brovarnik have been friends for years. Season 9 has showcased more of their friendship, along with the dynamics between their husbands Andrei Castrovet and Alexei Brovarnik. Elizabeth and Loren's friendship has been continuously tested this season, and it looks like it may not last much longer. The first issue between the women happened at Loren's housewarming party. Andrei got into a fight with Loren and her friend Noga about wanting to move to Moldova. Elizabeth felt that Loren had overstepped, and wanted to have a chat with her about setting boundaries. However, things escalated again between the friends when Elizabeth confronted Alexei about body-shaming Loren. Elizabeth was offended that Loren had called Andrei a horrible person and decided to call out Alexei as well. Elizabeth and Loren have gotten into arguments every time they've been together this season. While the women are supposed to be friends, things aren't looking good for them. It would be a surprise if they're still good friends by the end of season 9. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After is making me uncomfortable watching Adnan and Tiger Lily, and I have to talk about it. Warning! The following contains spoilers from the 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After episode. May the Force be with you. Stream it with an HBO Max subscription and read at your own risk. 90 Day Fiancé couple Adnan and Tiger Lily Abdel Fattah are one of the stranger couples in the franchise. Not many people would expect a married couple who tied the knot the first time they met to last as long as they have, but they are together and expecting a baby on Happily Ever After. Season 9. Tensions are high as they deal with that and Adnan's adjustment to life in the United States, and I feel compelled to discuss how uncomfortable their fights can be. After writing about how this married 90-day couple feels destined to appear on a new season of The Last Resort, I'm hoping that if that happens, the therapists address the strange dynamic they have. It made me uncomfortable in the latest episode, though it's not the first time I've noticed. Tiger Lily talks to Adnan like he's a child when they're fighting. Adnan and Tiger Lily got into it once again over whether or not she'll convert to Islam before the birth of their child. It's the classic struggle of 90-day fiancé women wanting to marry men from the Middle East and maintain their Western values, and it becomes a problem time and time again. Adnan was upset that Tiger Lily was not interested in converting before giving birth, but what was more concerning was how she handled it. Tiger Lily has this odd habit of talking to her husband as though he's a child, whether it comes from explaining how his outbursts are upsetting to her, or asking him what he can do better to fix a problem she has with him. I'm reminded of that past 90-day cast member Corona Blakey, and her whole tactic of what she called soft partnering. Her demeanor really strikes me as condescending, as if she thinks he's not able to understand things on an adult level. Those exchanges have a weirder connotation when it comes to this specific couple, too. This tactic feels uncomfortable given the age difference between them. Tiger Lily is 41 years old, while Adnan is 22, not quite half her age. That gap is substantial enough that it's entirely possible that she could be the same age as his actual mother, if not older even. As such, the couple's dynamic is strange, and it seems to be her way of reminding him she's the adult in the situation, such as when he wanted to talk about how the man should be running the household. Not the most equalizing of tones, to say the least. Now, Adnan does have a history of flying off the handle on 90 Day Fiancé, and has proven in the past that sage advice from someone older would have been ideal. He fought with Niles Valentine during a tell-all, and I never imagined seeing Niles involved in a confrontation with anyone. It's possible that Tiger Lily has to speak to her husband in such a way to legitimately get him to calm down and be more reasonable when emotions are running hot. Whatever the reasoning is, the sizable age gap between the two makes it hard to watch, and I don't remember couples with similar gaps acting the same way. Even with her other issues, Angela Dean never treated Michael Ilesanmi as though he were a child. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon, but I do hope that if, when they do attend couples therapy on 90 Day, the last resort, that gets brought to their attention. New episodes of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Are on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm ready to see how Adnan and Tiger Lily's relationship changes after the baby is born, and if they find a way to get on the same page without these big arguments in every major decision. Which 90 Day Fiancé the other way couples are still together? If you've indulged in all things 90 Day Fiancé, here's a comprehensive list of which 90 Day Fiancé the other way couples are still together. There's a lot of content to consume in the 90 Day Fiancé universe. The original show follows couples who have received a K-1 visa, which is uniquely available to betrothed partners of U.S. citizens. The other way is exactly what it sounds like, American couples who move to their partner's home country in hopes of a great marriage. Season 1-3 alums Sumit and Jenny shocked the world when it was discovered that Sumit was already married under the guise of an arranged marriage in India. However, after working it out, it seems like Jenny and Sumit are still together and are living their love life up in India on their social media accounts. Kenneth and Armando are still together from 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Seasons 2, 3, and 5. Yup, Kenny and Armando are still together, at least, according to their social media accounts. They've been traveling a lot recently, sharing a post of them partying together in early November 2023. They're also meeting with potential surrogates to welcome another member into their family, in addition to Armando's daughter Hannah. I don't know how a lady could do this, get pregnant and just give it up. So, these are comments that I hear in my family, Armando explained. We'll feel something, yes, but in my mind, it's like a gift that I will give you to have your own family, she replied. Tears began welling in Armando's eyes while Kenny rubbed his shoulder. Exactly how she said she was with her children, that's exactly how Hannah's mom was with Hannah. I think if we pick Gemma, I do imagine in our future that she'll be a part of our family after the child is born. In an interview with ET published in October, Kenny gave an update as to how their search for a surrogate was going. Armando is still in Mexico, but we're like, this close to it happening, he said. Everything's been approved, everything's done, but we're just waiting on the interview. Everything's going really slow, but any day. He continued, well, it took me a bit to come along with it, I was letting things in my head get to me. He also shared about changing his mind about having a baby. We do have an age gap, but at the end of the day, I thought, we're in love, we want to add to our family. We have a lot of love to give, so we're going through with surrogacy, and we are doing it. Despite his initial hesitations, Kenny said he was beyond excited. Armando's very excited, so it's like, it's a blessing. I'm not the kind that lives with regrets, and I don't want to live with regrets. I was at a pivotal moment there. Kenny and Armando are back, but unlike how you've ever seen them before. A potential move to Mexico City stirs up a power struggle between the two, and as they look into surrogacy, tensions between this normally united pair begin to boil over, shaking the foundation of their relationship. One of the reasons Kenny moved to Mexico is because it'd be difficult to bring Hannah to the US because she doesn't know English, and having lost her mother, I think it's important to keep her near the family, Armando said in a confessional. A week after Kenny arrived in Mexico, he popped the question, and it looks like they're still going strong. The pair celebrated their 2-year anniversary recently. Tim and Melissa welcomed their first child together in September 2023, but the two called it quits after the season 2 finale. Alina and Steven are still together after appearing on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. Fans were shocked to know that the marriage worked out after Steven's continuous infidelities and sliding into many women's DMs during the show. However, after the wedding, Steven claimed that he was a changed man. The couple ended up moving to Turkey, but aren't settled down just yet. The two are continuing their traveling journeys together on their Instagram. Ellie and Victor are still together after appearing on 90 Day Fiancé the other way. The couple married in June 12, 2021, and are living it up in Seattle with their dog. Are Nicole and Mahmoud still together from 90 Day Fiancé the other way? Nicole met Mahmoud in a fabric store on her last day of a spiritual tour through Egypt. On that very first day, he proposed. Nicole traveled back to Egypt 3 weeks later to get married, without informing her family and friends until after the fact. She was ready to go all in on her move to Egypt, but Nicole was worried that some cultural differences may be too big to overcome, like choices of clothing. In the episode that aired on March 12, 2023, Nicole told her husband she would never wear a hijab again, which caused a particularly thorny discussion. "This is how I am, and I'm never going to change my mind about that, Nicole," said Mahmoud firmly. She responded, "I'm never going to change my mind about it either." It certainly seemed like the couple was destined for failure as Nicole began to collect her things and move back to the US. "You don't want me, I'm gone. I gave up everything and I came here to be with you. And now, you say you don't want me anymore because I won't wear the F.I.N.G. clothes you want?" "F you," she told Mahmoud. "I want to see if you really want me or not," he told Nicole. "What the F, Mahmoud?" she asked. "I came all this way, you think I don't want you?" Later in the season, Nicole introduced her husband to her new progressive Egyptian friend, Nuran. Nuran, like Nicole, doesn't wear a hijab or cover herself modestly. "My impression about Mahmoud is he's very stereotypical," Nuran told the cameras. "The typical Egyptian man, he feels safe in this modesty zone and feels like there's threat outside of this zone because he doesn't know anything else." 90 Day star Jenny Slatin seeks independence after living with husband Sumit Singh's family. Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh are one of the notable success stories of 90 Day Fiancé. She moved to India to live with her man, 30 years her junior. They wed in 2021, despite Sumit's concerns, but lacked acceptance from his family. It was only recently that Sumit's parents finally acknowledged his wife. However, now they might all be too close for comfort. According to the latest season of 90 Day Fiancé the other way, Sumit lost his job and they had to move in with his parents. It's a very common living arrangement in India, but hardly one that a Westerner is used to. However, Jennifer is making it work for the sake of her marriage. 90 Day stars Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh are being tested as a couple. Jennifer exclusively told People that it's been really hard living with her in-laws. "I'm still not used to it," she said of the situation. "I want my independent life back. It's only been Sumit and I together living in our own place, doing our own thing, no one there to boss us around, tell us what to do. I'm adjusting. But I have to tell you, it's not easy," the reality TV star said of the past 9 months. The couple were living together for the past 7 years. They are one of 90 Day's success stories. Now, Jennifer laments how strange it is to be ordered around. Even Sumit is feeling uncomfortable at his parents' house. "In the last 7 years, I grew up as a person as well, and I learned how to be independent," he explained. "I was loving it, it's my way, my life, and it was good. But now, with coming back with the family, I'm having a hard time to adjust back in." The 90 Day Fiancé star continued, "I don't have any timeline because I cannot make any timeline. Right now, I'm in the middle. My parents definitely want to live with us forever. They just never want to go out of our life because they get their son back in their life after 7 years, so that's why I don't have any timeline." Meanwhile, Jenny is ready to go. However, she doesn't want to sound ungrateful or anything. She already briefly shared a home with her mother-in-law several years ago. "I want our own place again where I have my own things, it's all put together my way," she shared. "Right now, I don't have that anymore. Freedom is gone. We stay in our bedroom most of the time,